The sound of the final buzzer means it's hangover time. So grab a drink and join your host, Alphonse Sidney, for a Miami Heat Beat post-game show.
Peppa y algo para la
No, Alf, no, not yet, man.
Heat win. Brass stopped me. I was about to
We're
give it
close.
to
We're close. We're not there yet.
Peppa,
Hey, no spoilers.
15 subs, by the way, for me singing Peppa's.
We'll do it for the next show.
Accompaniment by
We're
Brass.
getting through this.
Heat win. Beat the shit out them fraudulent ass Bulls. I don't care what the fucking record is. They ain't beat nobody worth salt in the whole fucking season. They beating up on bad teams. They got help. They got DeMar DeRozan shooting mid-ranges and layups. I don't go fuck. We Jeremy Lin that motherfucker tonight. You ain't coming in this house with your 30-point streak. Fuck you. You ain't Wilt. Fuck that shit. Zach LaVine. All of a sudden he's shooting all these turnaround threes and jumpers in the fourth quarter. Where were you at the first 3 quarters, motherfucker? Nowhere to be found. You can't beat nobody over 600. You can't beat no playoff team. You're fucking fraudulent. The whole city fraudulent. I heard they was out here chanting MVP for DeMar DeRozan in the second quarter. Oh, where were you at in the fourth, Chicago? Where were you at? You wasn't saying shit, was you? We was talking about that. Let's go Heat. Let's go Heat. Fuck that shit. Bring me out, Brass. I am Alphonse Sidney, a.k.a. Alf954. Welcome into the Miami Heat Beat post-game show, Hangover Time. If you're watching live on Twitch, we love you. We need 15, that's 5, 5, and 5 more subs for me to sing Peppa's live.
I think 14 now. 14. Schmandy Schmellisberg gifted one tier.
But listen, come through. 14, that's not hard for y'all. Y'all do that on a loss. We just beat the second place team up to now. We got we have the tiebreaker, so we basically got a 3-game lead on the Bulls right now. All right, for the first, because we're 20 games left. It's time to start scoreboard and the standings watching right now. If you're watching the replay on YouTube, we love you as well. But always try to check us live on Twitch. The chat be lit. We be having a lot of fun. And if you're watching on YouTube, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Saw the other day we just hit over 4,000 subscribers on YouTube. Thank you guys so very much. We are actually coming with some new YouTube stuff for you guys soon. So please stay tuned. Brass, let's find out what everybody's drinking. And I want to hear your player of the game. And I know Siobhan's is going to be a huge surprise. They're going after Kenny Wi-Fi again. That's why y'all on YouTube. You got to get in the chat. They after Kenny, talking about Kenny look like a Bulls fan tonight. Stunned.
Just in the show.
They say Kenny Wi-Fi looked like the last time the Bulls won the championship. Siobhan.
The damn screen mask.
On that dial-up. Look like a... They said Kenny looked like a dot matrix printer.
Wait, Royal. Wait, we got to get Royal. Royal says Stacey Kenny King.
Siobhan, what are you drinking tonight? And who was your player of the game? I'm sure it's going to be a surprise.
Well, Kendall Jackson, some white Sauvignon Blanc, and not going to do a rant, not going to do a whole thing. Gabe Nambi, however you want to call him. I've just been really, really impressed with his playmaking lately, his decision-making. He's more poised. He's just taking his time. He feels so much more comfortable and just doing all the things. His defensive instincts are back and his tendencies are back strong. And he just looks good, man. I'm just happy for him. And I want to continue to see him play well. Kyle in the lineup, Kyle not in the lineup, Vic in the lineup, Vic not in the lineup, them two together, them three. Like, however it looks, there is space for him as long as he continues to play that he has been. And I have no reason to believe that he won't. Y'all were on his case a bit when he had this little rough shooting stretch. Stop that. Like, I thought we graduated from that. You know, I thought we were better than that. I thought we were getting to being better than that. Come on, I want better for us as a collective. Let's stop.
No, we reactionary as fuck.
No, that's not.
Game to game, night to night. You either trash or you in there. Fuck that. No. Tiff, what are you drinking tonight, and who is your player of the game?
Oh, I got a little this Forged gin I'm sipping on, thanks to Brass.
All right.
My player of the game, I'm about to summon my inner G. My player of the game was fucking reality. Reality set in on DeRozan, and he realized who he was.
Oh my goodness.
Go ahead, G. That's for you.
Jeremy Lin his ass. Came through with the Rosanity and fuck that shit. Not up in here. Not up in here. Brass, what are you drinking tonight, and who is your player of the game?
Listen, I was kind of scrambling because there were so many like late game clips and shit like that for me to get, so I didn't actually make a drink. However, since it is the last day of Black History Month, I feel this is
be careful.
when I say this is appropriate, I mean this is not appropriate at all. I am drinking a whiskey called Blackened, which is the Metallica whiskey, which is the weirdest shit ever. They had a whiskey, they like put it in barrels and they blast Metallica music at it.
Not tonight, Brass. Not tonight.
That's such a layered thing.
Get my ass back in there, man. Listen, I had
Brass
to do
been waiting
something.
all month. Brass waited all
No, I got this
month
like a
to
week
be
ago.
like, gotcha.
Got this like a week ago.
You
I'm
had
just
one
saying,
more
like,
day, bro.
you know, white people fuck this up. That's all I'm saying, okay? So this is ridiculous. You're gonna play music to fucking whiskey, and you think it's gonna make a goddamn difference? Shame on you. I'm ashamed of my people. God damn you.
Blackened sounds like a.
Just let it.
Oh
Unbelievable.
my goodness.
So yeah, on my player of the game, I'm gonna go with Bam Adebayo, because Bam has been fucking it up ever since he came back, man. Those back-to-back blocks. Are you kidding me? He is smothering teams. He's absolutely smothering. He's dominating, and I'm liking his. I feel like offensively, he's gaining more confidence, and I just Bam, man, keep going, baby, keep going. I love it.
Bam was everywhere defensively. We'll talk about that a little bit. I mean, just put up a wall against DeRozan, Levine, whoever was trying to get in the paint that we're not getting there. Kenny, what are you drinking tonight, and who is your player of the game?
So my drink tonight is rum and coke again. I'm done with it though, so I'm gonna figure something out next show. Player of the game, I'm gonna go with who we always forget. I'm going PJ Tucker. He set the tone defensively with his deflections, diving on the floor, making things tough for DeMar. Me and G said pre-game. We want to see PJ on DeMar with his strength and his aggressiveness, and it worked out. Everything we said came true. And also, honorable mention, J. Cole Navas. He survived. He avoided a legendary night of slander. So take me out, bro.
That's true.
That is.
That is true.
That is true.
You know what? Who I'm gonna give it to? I'm gonna give it to Max Strus. Why? Because people have been talking about my man's out the rotation. I've been one of those people because right now you look at the Heat's bench and there's so many guys that night after night are giving you something. And Max hit a little rough stretch. Max came out in that fourth quarter and said, "Y'all forgot who the fuck I am. I got the athleticism on the chase down block. I got the step back 2-point mid range. You know I'm shooting contested threes because I don't give a fuck. I'm Max Strus, motherfucker. This is what I do. I am the Winter Soldier. I am the the White Wolf. I'm the White Wolf. I mean, Max Strus. I would just
Could have waited 20. You're giving me shit for Blackened. You could have waited a little bit longer.
You could have waited till tomorrow. To bust.
You know what?
But listen,
I'm gonna take Alf out. All right, this is getting weird. All right, no, sorry.
No, but I feel so good for my man because he did look like the odd man out. And honestly, there are going to be guys who are going to lose minutes in the playoffs. But it's just nice to see when they do get their opportunities, when they get their shots, they show up. And Max Strus showed up big time today. And what I'm drinking, I'm actually drinking a Monster because I'm so fucking tired. This is going to be great for my sleep tonight. So when you guys see me up around 3:30 in the morning tweeting, guess why? Because I'm drinking a Monster at 10.
Tweeting and cussing.
Tweeting Chicago fans.
Yo, tweeting and cussing folks out.
Listen,
no reason.
I was behind the game all night. I ain't even get on their ass yet. Wait till I hit that timeline, boy. I'm like the whole state of Illinois. Tiff's gonna be mad at me tomorrow for the shit I say to Chicago.
Al's thoughts are his and his alone. Al does not speak for the rest of the
I'm going after the Bears, the White Sox, the Cubs, the Blackhawks with that racist ass logo. I'm coming after all of y'all.
Black Hawks, right?
Siobhan, let's talk about this game tonight. One of the things I love. They scoped this team out. They looked like they was ready for the night. Like they had this game circled on the calendar. And they knew what they had to do. They looked at DeMar, they looked at Zach, and they looked at Vooch, and they said, those are the guys we got to stop. They threw the double teams at him. They got into the passing lanes. Jimmy was just disruptive as shit. Like, Vooch couldn't even hold the ball for more than 2 seconds because Jimmy was coming to take it out of his hands. Like, they had a game plan, and they executed, in my opinion, to perfection. Like, they really held down the offensive threats from the Bulls.
Yeah, I think... So this is the start of an important stretch for them, and it's good to see them approaching it with that type of, I say attention or intention rather. Just coming out, being professional, knowing what it is that, like you said, they want to achieve, who it is that they want to target, and what it is that they're doing defensively to counter, these offensive threats. And I think it went well, right? When Jimmy's able to kind of play free safety and everyone's hands are active and people are digging and recovering and getting back, and we're playing disciplined basketball, we look really good defensively. I'm probably going to go back and rewatch. I got to rewatch the first half because I was driving, but I'm really enthused by the way that this team has been playing and coming along, and particularly to Brass's point earlier about Bam, him specifically. And yeah, as long as they can continue to stay true to whatever it is that the defensive scheme is for that night, they should be fine. Like, offense is going to ebb and flow. People are going to make shots. People are going to miss shots. Things are going to get kind of funky offensively sometimes. So as long as defensively they're locked in, then they should be, they'll have a fighter's chance in every game that they're in. And you can take me out, Brass. And Alf, one more to your point about people, some people are going to lose minutes. I think we can't look at it as one guy is going to lose minutes permanently throughout the whole playoffs. People is going to be different people being used and being utilized for different matchups at different times. We said a while ago, possession to possession, maybe offense, defense, rebound, quickness, stuff like that. So people really can't attach themselves to some of these guys' minutes numbers, and really all of them, as long as they're doing what it is that they need to do when they're in.
Right.
Gotta mention, they have been going crazy with subs in the chat. So let's see. I gotta go back here. So we have let's see. Unexpected Teacher resubscribed for 1 month at tier 1. They've been subscribed for 13 months, so shout out to you. 13 months for a 13-point beatdown. Brass was right when he said we're going 4-0 against his team.
I thought about that earlier today.
I still stand by that. One more to go, baby. One more to go. The Doctor 14 subscribed for 1 month at tier 1. And then we have Ryan Spro-Riviero. Sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. Resubscribed with Prime.
Spot on.
Okay. Said thanks for everything. Appreciate you. Schmandy Schmellisberg gifted a 1 month tier 1 sub to Del Bouche. SL Gaskins resubscribed with Prime. That's 5 months straight for you. Spittin' Litten resubscribed with Prime. They said chat won't be talking shit when that next AOL CD comes in the mail.
Oh my goodness.
Just Swallow gave out 25 community gift subs.
Yes,
And Kale Durandel gave out 5 community gift subs, and Eric the Great 539 gave out 3 community gift subs. So shout out to all of you out there. And, well,
I'm practicing.
So I mean, I expected this to happen in the next show, so we could sort of make it a little bigger deal. So I don't know. Do you just want to give them a preview now, and then we do something more substantial next time? How do you want to do this?
No, let's do substantial. I'm just I'm just giving you a little preview.
We need you guys to tune in on Wednesday. This Wednesday,
It's gonna be lit.
after the Bucks. Tune in because it's happening.
I'm gonna dress like I don't remember the name of the singer. I'm gonna dress like him.
Faruko.
He rocking a vest.
Al Farouk Amino.
He got a vest and a Three Stooges haircut. I'm gonna fuck that shit up. Watch. Tiff. I forgot what my next question. One of the things I said on the timeline today, I said eventually the starters and the bench are gonna both play well in the same game, and this team is gonna look dangerous as fuck. That happened tonight. Like the starters took care of business, and the bench came in overwhelmed. At one point, it was 36-12 bench points. Yeah. Like the starters just held it down against another really good starting lineup, and then the bench came through. It was like y'all ain't deep like we deep. You know, it was a complete game, and I felt like everybody who touched the court did their job tonight.
I love when we don't need Jimmy to put the cape on.
Yeah.
Because then Jimmy can flex his muscles on defense. And Bam is a great defender, but Jimmy is the catalyst for the defense. And it's like when he doesn't have to worry about, dragging everybody by the seam of his cape to score points, he can get in the passing lanes. I mean, shit, look at how he was dominating Vooch in the post. This is one of the things why I said in the beginning, this team can win the championship, but you can't win it if you got to put all the scoring on Jimmy. If they can find ways to keep getting these individuals involved on offense, because they follow suit on defense if they're scoring, this team is dangerous as hell. And they still were without Kyle tonight. I don't know, Lord, somebody put Keith on a milk carton because I don't know what the hell's going on. And we got Vic in the cryo chamber. So if we can keep these points being evenly distributed, Brass, take me out. All I know is the defense is hellacious. When they are on, that shit is ridiculous.
That is another team that kept under 100 points, Kenny. And another thing I want to point out, the 33 minutes was the most anybody played tonight, and that was Gabe Vincent, who on a normal night when Kyle Lowry's playing is probably getting 20 minutes, 22 minutes. Jimmy, 29. Bam, 29. PJ Tucker, 25. Duncan, 22. Tyler Hero had 30 because he didn't want to stop playing. He was out here balling. Like, This is, when you can take care of business like this against a second-place team in your conference, like that got to give you some confidence, especially with the way, as Bond and Tiffany said, the way this week is shaping up. It's going to be a tough week.
I can't wait.
This is it. This is like me fucking getting my lightsaber and just showing up somewhere and just standing in front. All you hear is
round up, giddy up.
That's it. That's what this week is. This week is like, I'm on hot all week because this week is just like
it's the week we've been waiting for, man. I know it's like some of you on the timeline have been dreading it. I've been looking forward to this, man. This is that stretch. This is that stretch in that March Miami Heat culture-y fucking stretch. This is it. Yes. This is it. All right. So strap in.
You know what? I have to give credit to who needs to be coach of the year, Eric Spoelstra. Because, like I said in the pregame before, DeMar's been acting like 24 shots a game. He's been incredible, but they've been feeding him the ball. Eric Spoelstra went ahead and was like, you know what? We're not going to just switch like we normally do. We will switch. But if you try to take advantage, we trapping the fuck out of you. And so even if he did try to get by on Duncan or whatever matchup he tried to hunt, he had 2 or 3 people in his face. And he's been making those most of the season, but he had this little 30-point streak. He didn't even get 20 tonight. So I got to give credit to Spo. I got to give credit to Bam because he didn't start off going off same way he did the other night. But he realized his matchup advantage. Vooch cannot stick with him. I don't care nothing about that size, or he can't block shots, but I don't care nothing about that. Bam understood, look, this guy cannot guard me. Give me the ball. Get the fuck out of the way. I got this. And so credit to Spo, credit to Bam. This is a great win. I'm on cloud 9. This is a championship team, like I've been saying all season. Bring me the playoffs.
We've had really great teams in the past, and we've had horrible matchups against those great teams. And I feel like we are – not only are we a great team, we are also one of those horrible matchups for the Bulls. Like I think they're genuinely terrified of facing up against us. I don't think we're just straight up dominating them this year.
Well, you know what I saw tonight? You saw Zach LaVine, you saw DeMar DeRozan. What they on the pick and roll, they hunt the matchup. They kept hunting matchups, and they kept facing up with a good defender. You switch, Caleb Martin. We haven't even talked about him. Caleb Martin did an amazing job on DeMar DeRozan. You switch, and now you got Gabe Vincent on you.
He's not 100%.
Yeah.
No, he's a step slow, but he did an amazing job on DeMar. And then, like I said, you switch and you get Gabe Vincent on you. Gabe Vincent ain't no slouch. He's 5'0", but he was in the post and denying people. Like Zach LaVine, I mean, I think he shot an air ball over Gabe Vincent tonight. Like,
and then came back and made one. Like it balanced out a bit.
They're gonna get you.
They're going to get, and you're supposed to.
You are going to meet. Right. You're going to meet with resistance, and that's the thing. You're not. There's no easy matchup hunting. There are the guys, the Tylers, the Duncans, the Struces. I feel racist. But the game plan will send help for those guys.
Right.
Every single time, PJ Tucker, Bam Adebayo, Jimmy Butler are coming, to double. And what are you going to do at that point? So I thought the game plan was tremendous tonight.
I think the Bulls are terrified of them. Honestly, I think most teams in the Eastern Conference are not terrified.
Because there's no advantage.
He's like super well respected. Like understand that this is going to be one of the most unwanted fights that they've ever been in. And I like it's really exciting to think about. I kind of lost my train of thought.
Shmita said Alf is right. We will send help for the whites.
And thank you. Actually, that helped jog back my fucking point. Look at that. Brass, you were talking about like us being a bad matchup. We're just a bad matchup for other teams, period. And it's because Alf, everywhere you turn, if the scheme and all the shit move well, people are running into another good to above, like better than good, defender. And so
you're not dealing with the Sixers or one of these other teams where James Harden is just going to look at you and hope you miss. Like these motherfuckers are defending it. This ain't the Lakers where LeBron's pointing,
Yeah, they're all defending, and also they're all. So many of these players on this team have had games where they've absolutely gone off. So even when certain players slack, it used to be when if Wade was having a bad game certain years, just the team kind of sucks or but now it doesn't really matter. This whole team is good enough to pick up the slack offensively, but then to have that privilege, but then to know defensively, they're all on a very similar level, man. Like this team is the most locked in defensively than I can really remember a Heat team being on just a consistent night to night basis. It's amazing.
And it's
worst. Go ahead, Kenny.
Go ahead. Okay, so I do want to point out real quick. The Bulls thought they had an advantage. They tried to hunt the matchup for Vooch first. That was their game plan originally. They dug. He could not hold on to the ball. They were stripping that shit every time. And so this team, there's no advantage you have against this year. So it's a real scary playoff team. Like I said, bring me to the playoffs. I'm looking forward to it. But go ahead, Tiff.
No, I was going to say even your worst defenders on this team are defending.
Yeah.
Like they're not great or even sometimes good, but the effort is there. And when you have the effort, then you can have the ability to help out on defense. Because if you can contain for 2 seconds, then I can get across and help you. Like
and if you listen and stay disciplined, then I can show you how to make up for not being able to get out.
Even last year, remember some of the turnstiles in this team, Tiff?
Man.
Oh my God.
Shout out to the Lakers savior.
Y'all remember Shaka Smart when he was at VCU? He had a style of defense called Havoc. God damn it. Shaka used to play a defense called Havoc where he would just have just swarming, just running around, just like startling the fuck out of people. And that's kind of what Miami looks like when it's clicking.
DeRozan did look a little, I was waiting for him to kind of, because he hits a peak in the game where all of a sudden he's got 30 and you don't know how he got 30. He looked uncomfortable. He started to get a little pissed off, especially at Gabe. And then you could see they had him flustered, and he's not a great playmaker. So it's kind of like, where do you go now? So if I can't get buckets and I can't get you buckets.
Well, I mean, he saw Gabe, he saw Caleb, he saw PJ, he saw Bam, and he saw Jimmy. Like, that's who he saw all night. And then when he finally saw Duncan or Tyler, here comes PJ, here comes Jimmy. It had to be frustrating as shit. Like, all night, every time you turn around, like, one of these guys is coming at you. And then on the other end of the floor, they're constantly attacking.
Yes.
Like, and that's what I was happy to see tonight. Like, there was none of those just offensive lulls where you like, would you motherfuckers wake up? Like, what is happening? Like, they were attacking. And honestly, I feel like I said, I feel like they were ready. I feel like they really got up for this game. And we'll see how this week progresses. Like, is this the team we're going to see against top-notch competition? Or are we going to see more 12-0, 14-0 starts where they're trying to, we're trying to climb back in the game? But let's go real quick, because we have a lot of clips tonight. We're already at 26 minutes, and we haven't played nothing. We have our look at Brad. We got our Gaga out the game. All right, so the first two Gaga guys are just amazing defensive plays by Bam Adebayo.
God
That
damn.
left hand. It's so hard to block shots with your left hand.
Strong hand.
And like, this was just like, it's
this.
over, right? Like, we all were watching that play. Oh, they got two right here. Bam was like, no. I mean, just the wherewithal to go up and get that, and just not say, okay, they got that one, let's run it back.
Right.
The effort is just amazing.
And that's not even his full jump.
No.
Like, you can tell.
But his coordination, you got to be coordinated as hell. I mean, the shirt and the belt got to match to be able to do shit like this.
And the jaws might have to either.
Right.
And Vooch is thinking, oh man, this is gonna look so smooth. Check this out, just like butter.
And that's where it was.
Slippery as hell, like
got
butter.
the ball.
Like, the replay is not showing the whole thing. Like, for him to, in one motion, switch out to the perimeter at the 3-point line and go back and block the lob that he gave up with that.
He had no business getting back there, Kenny.
That's ridiculous.
He had no, like, there you go.
Yeah.
How?
No business.
Oh, that's a good recovery.
Jesus.
Also, it helps that Vooch can't jump over a piece of loose leaf.
And that was a bad pass. That was a bad pass.
They hung Vooch out to dry. But
Yeah,
that
and
wasn't
then-
the only time.
And then 5 seconds later, check this one out.
Basically the same possession.
This one I missed, actually.
Yeah, same possession.
Bang.
Who do you think you're shooting over? What is
Right.
this?
Gabe. He thought he had Gabe on the block.
You punk bitch. What do you
In
think you're
February,
doing?
he said they all look alike. And that's
You better get out of here.
Bam will come.
oh,
Damn will.
Got crotty, man.
All right, here we go.
what's the next one? I forgot because I was so.
There's another Bam
Oh,
one.
here we go.
Bam.
This dude is
And
insane.
you know what? Bam will come. You know what I love about this? He didn't put the ball on the floor. So many times in that situation, he goes with that power dribble, two-hand dribble. Like, what are you doing, bro? You're at the dotted line. You could dunk from the free throw line. Just go get it. And bang. I love that. Like, he's been doing that a lot more lately.
Yes.
There's been a few times he needed to take another step and it looked really awkward.
This
but
has
listen,
been, God, this has been what I've been wanting.
and now here's the one.
Oh.
Right
Caleb
there.
got one Achilles and said, gotcha.
Landed like he got one too.
You sure did. You saw that land?
Look at Vooch. Look at Vooch. Vooch ducking. You 7'8". What?
Ah.
Look how hard the ball goes through the rim.
You know he yelled reparations.
Watch out.
You know, upon further review, I think Vooch should retire after this game.
He really should.
Oh, yeah. He's done.
The guy got been rough on Vooch ass tonight.
God damn.
Damn, yeah. It's been a statin package for him.
Holy shit.
He need a rocking chair in the newspaper because he need to sit his ass down
He gonna have he got an individual film session scheduled tomorrow.
just for him.
Booch, meet me in the office. Come on.
Here and there, watch it in the heat of the night.
Bring some snacks.
They call me Mr. Tibbs.
He got blackened tonight.
That boy just need to practice jumping, like just like some leg exercises.
Ooh, Brass.
Is that guy?
Oh, speaking of getting blackened,
You're great at transitions.
Listen,
Might be his best ever.
I'm not great at everything, but let's go black
I'm
and
just
time.
thinking about the comments.
For our final installment.
Our final. Oh, by the way, I'm sorry I wasn't on the other night. So Brass and G didn't feel comfortable doing black and time without me.
You said you were going to cancel us.
I said I was going to jump in the comments and be like, this is racist. Let's go ahead. This is our final installment of our Black in Time Black History Month series. We feel like we've learned a lot. I learned who Althea Gibson was. I learned all kinds of stuff that I didn't know. And I also learned that John Crotty was on the bus with Rosa Parks. Who knew? Integration situation. So let's go to our final installment of Black in Time.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
Looking black in time.
On February 1st, 1960, 4 young black men entered the Greensboro Woolworths and sat down on stools that had until then been exclusively for white customers. The 4, Franklin McCain, Ezell Blair Jr., Joseph McNeil, and David Richmond, asked to be served and were refused, but they did not get up and leave. Instead, they launched a protest that lasted 6 months and inspired sit-ins at counters across the country. This diner owner in the city of Denver was so upset that he had his brothers come in to hurl empty threats at the protesters.
This was another edition of Looking Black in Time.
Look at Brad covering his camera.
I didn't even cover it. It just fucking did it itself.
You went.
My
Brass
camera's
went
ashamed.
Brass went black in time.
That's never even happened before. What the fuck just happened? Oh my god.
Gianni situation.
Jesus. At least mine knows better timing. We run that again?
If y'all don't leave me the fuck alone and let me have these pancakes.
I think you need to. I think you need to run it one more
again.
time.
Let's run it again. There we go. Here we go.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed.
Looking black in time.
On February 1st, 1960, 4 young black men entered the Greensboro Woolworths and sat down on stools that had until then been exclusively for white customers. The 4, Franklin McCain, Ezell Blair Jr., Joseph McNeil, and David Richmond, asked to be served and were refused, but they did not get up and leave. Instead, they launched a protest that lasted 6 months and inspired sit-ins at counters across the country. This diner owner in the city of Denver was so upset that he had his brothers come in to hurl empty threats at the protesters.
This was another edition of Looking Black in Time.
That might be my favorite one.
I think that's my favorite one. I guess we don't need to keep on that milk carton now.
Not his ass. At the milk bar. In the
The
milk
milk bar, right?
Oh my god.
Them burgers. I bet them burgers was good though.
So who is the cook here? Yeah, I mean,
McFlop.
well, now we know why RJ was cooking the other night. Jesus Christ.
Oh man.
Why was the diner owner standing like that?
Man. He delivering milk.
Glass bottles.
Oh my
Yes,
god.
clanking.
Like,
It was a fun month. I think we learned a lot.
Learned a lot.
We grew a lot. We grew.
Oh man.
Someone said we're going to do this next year. I don't know if we're going to be here next year.
We probably cancel as soon as this show ends. We're getting our walking papers.
Honestly, if y'all saw the shit that's on the cutting room floor, my God.
We need to do like a blooper reel of us behind the scenes coming up with
like it'll be like that chat the other night, just me going.
I'll tell y'all something. My sense of humor is warped, and I'm like, I realized that shit after Brass had to keep telling me no. No, you can't do that. I'm like, damn, why not?
Alf had to make another group chat away from
right.
Group chat.
Alf had to go black in time
with just the black people.
Right.
Yeah. Alf would ask me, I'm like, I don't know about that. He's like, yeah, let me check my other chat. He's like, I got a whole black chat. Damn.
All 4 of us.
And you should have seen the one I was gonna do with Stevie Wonder and Ray Charles.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
I don't know about that.
I haven't seen that one.
I don't know about that.
That sounds insane though.
We had an idea for another ending, but we couldn't figure out a way to like be funny with it. But I do have a little I can show you one of the shops from the one that didn't end up happening. So we got this one, which is there's some fun little things in there.
We got to release this so people can blow it up.
Hey, make this like the next ticket giveaway. Find everybody in the picture.
Just start circling.
Take this off the screen.
It's a Where's Waldo situation.
Oh man!
Circle all the people. 100 level seats.
Yo, somebody just clowned me. They said my train ride finally ended just in time for the show.
Oh.
Is that from the New York game?
Yep.
That ain't your fault.
All right. You guys want to do Devin's Garage?
I'll do it.
Yeah, it's been a minute. Let's do it.
Devin's Garage.
My favorite though, that old black man that work on everybody's car in the black neighborhood. You know, you need a little carburetor fix or something. You go to him, he be talking to you whole time with his just hanging off his lip. What you got there now? What you got a Plymouth? Yeah, bring that back around about 4 o'clock. There ain't no goddamn problem. I'll put a carburetor on there for you. I used to work out the plant 15 goddamn years. I'll put a carburetor on there for you. Nigga, just bring me back a pair. Boy, you know what, boy? You look like your goddamn daddy. You don't look like you leave.
Monkey says he saw an old white man on that pic and thought it was Rothstein. So did I. I'm actually, because Brass is so damn good with the Photoshop.
You're seeing things now.
Brass is so good with the Photoshops, I'm not even sure if Rothstein's in there or not.
I don't know what's real and what's not.
I'm telling you, I was looking for that.
And we'll leave it there.
Is that Julius Randle? I'm not sure.
You know what? Before we get into this, this is very appropriate to have in this. I don't know if you guys heard what went on the Bulls broadcast tonight. So this sound clip came from the actual Bulls broadcast of the Bulls Heat game tonight. Listen to this.
Dedmon's a big body, man. 7 foot, 250 pounder. They call him the mechanic because he just fixes things. I don't know, the mechanic. You like that? Is that Stacey King level? Ask, like, would you? Are you gonna put it second tier?
Yeah,
we're not saying it's bad.
It might be
we're not saying it's bad, but like second tier.
Second tier.
Wait.
Second tier.
Yeah, it might be second tier.
Oh man.
Hold up.
It wasn't even
Hold up. I was a Bulls fan growing up. Stacey didn't have no fucking nickname. He barely had minutes.
Yeah,
How is
Stacey,
he?
you want to know who
How
like
he?
that, Stacey.
How he talking? He had one finger roll in one playoff game, and he think he can judge? Fuck out of here.
What Fix
Hey,
says
Stacey,
the Bulls,
we don't even know
the Bulls
what
are
you're saying,
second
man.
tier. That's right.
There you
That's
go.
not
Fix.
even why we call him the mechanic.
Right.
Things. Is it? I mean, I guess roundabout, but no, it's
because
not.
he looks like the old black
'Cause
man.
we
that
look
they
like
put in
the-
Fix's car.
It's right there in the imaging.
It's right there.
There's tape. Go
He
look
also
at it.
fixes
The tape.
things, but
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
cool,
right.
though.
damn. All right.
Stacey came out his face.
We're spreading.
Phrasing.
Oh no!
Yeah, let's
the worst shit you've ever said.
yeah, replay that. Replay. Here we go.
Oh, there we
I
go.
don't even know.
Check.
Here we go. No, little boy, go
Get
home.
that shit. Second tier my ass, motherfucker.
Yo,
Disposal fee. What happened?
You got it. Nothing.
Am I way behind on this shit?
No, you used to
No.
narrate the thing. It's just
yeah.
Oh,
sorry
I
for the broad
don't see.
audience.
For some reason, I don't see this shit till like the brass is like 30 seconds into it.
What?
And I was trying to keep that on the low and be backstage with this shit, but since you put me out,
Are you on Kenny's hotspot or something?
I'm over here stealing Kenny's cable and shit.
All right, fine. We'll go to the next one.
Go
You
to
can talk
the
about it in 30
clean that
seconds.
shit up. Yeah. Y'all tell me what's happening, because I can't see it.
Yeah, that's that loud. Struce to the mechanic.
Kick and roll.
Beautiful.
All right, see, I just finally saw it.
You saw it. Okay.
Yeah.
That's what a
Doing his best
perfect
yurt.
rolling lane.
Yes.
Oh my
He's doing
goodness.
his best yurt impression.
It's just like that. The hate is back.
All right, that's cute.
I like when you're coming the game. That means we won.
Hey, there's something to that. Did you hear Eric going into the commercial break talking shit about Tristan?
Oh my goodness.
And by the way, all that talking Tristan Thompson was doing to Dedmon a moment ago should have done some of that talking to Derek Jones to prevent him from crashing into that Dedmon screen. Great point. Something to think about.
Something to think about.
Think about is the wildest part.
Jesus.
While you're talking.
Roddy just coming in there late.
We got a couple more subs. Let's see. We have Quez 312001 resubscribed for 1 month at tier 2. So wow, shout out to you. You get the tyke with that one. That's pretty cool. He said Kenny camera trying to autofocus, but it can't. And
He's looking better now. Now we about to.
no, he looks fine. This is a while ago. This is like 20 minutes ago. J Jock 44 resubscribed for 1 month at tier 1. So that's 14 months straight for J Jock. So props to you, man. You're gonna get peppered the fuck out the next show.
Man, we appreciate y'all. We hit our 200 sub goal. Remember, if we didn't hit that 200 subs, G was gonna sing Peppers with his shirt off. So I think we scared y'all sufficiently.
I think he should still do
I'm
it.
surprised you guys
think
waited
he should
till the
too.
last day to do this, but
I think
Y'all
during the
should do it
playoffs, I think G should get some tassels during the playoffs.
Boy,
I don't know about that, Tiff.
Give G the Madonna cone.
Take my ass to flat reason if he does that shit.
Oh, G and the Madonna bustier.
Right, yes, no, so.
Y'all better sub if y'all don't want to see that shit.
The
Sub more if you do
bustier.
want to see it. Bustier.
Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that.
Boost GA.
Yeah. That's great.
Woo, winning feels good.
It feels good. Listen, this stretch ain't gonna be
20 games,
easy.
$500.
This stretch is not gonna be easy. But I feel good. I hope Kyle's back. Because even when Kyle wasn't gonna be here tonight, I'm like, oh no, this is gonna be a little more difficult than it should be. But I mean, we made quick work of the Bulls tonight. But
Gabe said I got it.
But I feel a little bit. I don't know about you guys. We haven't really talked about Markieff
they didn't lose a step.
we haven't talked about Markieff that much because there hasn't been much update on Markieff. However, a couple games ago, like Markieff did travel with the team to New York, so he's traveling with the team. I think he's a little closer than we have been giving him a little credit for.
They said he's officially given their blessing.
Yeah,
Like
I think we're ready to see Markieff soon, which is exciting. It's nice to have that extra body out there. And I mean, obviously Depot's going to be back probably in the next week, it seems. But
like Mon was saying earlier, there's going to be times when you do need a bigger body than Caleb at the backup four position.
Oh,
I mean, during the Spurs game, when the Spurs kept making their comeback, a lot of times I'm like, man, they could use some more size out there. But you didn't. The size was going to be adding Yurt or Dedmon to a Bam lineup, and they don't necessarily want to do that all the time. If you had Keith, like there you go. There's some size, there's some physicality, and it's going to be nice when Spo has all these options again, because right now he has tons of options, but when you add Depot and Keith to the mix, those are two NBA vets that if any other team was picking those guys up right now in a buyout, like all the NBA would be talking about, oh wow, wait till the Sixers get Depot, wait till the Nets get Keith. Because it's the Heat, nobody's talking about it. But these are huge pickups at the beginning of March on the way to
I mean, if the Lakers got either one of them, the media is talking about the contention.
You're talking about DJ Augustine.
In the same sense that you have to work guys back offensively, like there is it's not as much of a hassle because it's a little bit more on the it feels a little more advantageous. Like, yes, I have even more of this to do defensively, but there is some toying with defensive schemes and lineups and little subtle things that you can do with one guy that you can't do that looks really similar that you're doing with this other guy, but it's not. And so just having more weapons again from what they'll be able to do offensively, but also defensively, just having all these other, oh, you thought you had that, okay, I got that, counters for counters on counters.
The chat's talking about how everyone's making this big deal out of DeAndre Jordan going to the Sixers. We just saw this motherfucker throw a pass into the row on the Lakers.
He passed that with a fucking t-shirt cannon. And you're talking about he's gonna make a difference on a team? No, he fucking ain't. I mean, no way.
They do need backup size, but we've seen him this season.
But all he is size.
He
gives me nothing else.
Listen, his backup against our backup. I'm gonna take our backup.
I've said it again and again. Dedmon is the best backup 5 in the league. I don't think there's a question. And honestly, if Yurt on a lot of teams would be a backup 5 on most teams. The Sixers wish they had Yurt to back up Embiid. And I clown Yurt all the time, but that is
at this moment right now, I trust Yurt over
DeAndre Jordan. Hell yeah,
DeAndre Jordan.
Oh, without a doubt,
easily.
Because I've seen DeAndre Jordan be really bad on a really bad team.
He's cooked though. He's cooked.
And listen, the whole Lakers team is cooked. We need one day we're gonna talk about their ass. That shit is hilarious.
We need to just dedicate the whole show.
Be hilarious.
We need to dedicate the whole show. Oh, y'all thought it was Heat talk? Not tonight.
Not tonight. We just going in.
Gather around. Come on.
When the Heat went their 12th straight and we're bored talking about them,
yes,
we're gonna go in on the Lakers. They said, listen.
The bubbliest of frauds.
My NBA Twitter sat here and told me at the beginning of the season that they were title favorites. Title favorites because they went out and got the 2012 All-Star team. I was supposed to be afraid of Melo, who's been cooked for 3 years. Dwight Howard, who's been cooked for 8. Russell Westbrook, who has set fire to every organization he's been on in the last 5 years. The worst fucking contract in the NBA. I'm supposed to be they said, oh, we got Kendrick Nunn. Oh, he's a defender. Just because he's dark-skinned, that shit is racist as fuck.
Yeah,
Trevor Ariza. Yeah. The corpse of Trevor Ariza? I watched Trevor Ariza play. They got 4 ex-Heat players from the team I hated last year. Avery Bradley. Next they're going to pick up Mo Harkless bum ass. And they want me to be afraid of this team. I was all season, they can't defend, they can't shoot. Anthony Davis' limbs is falling off. Listen, the most flukiest shit about the bubble is not the Heat making a run. It's not the fluke was fucking Anthony Davis being healthy and hitting jump shots because we ain't seen that before and we ain't seen it since. Motherfucker's 18% from 3. He was out here looking like Steph in the finals. Get the fuck out of here with the Lakers. And then wait, Brass. After watching the Lakers suck all year long, they put out the fucking dangerous Loomers, and they lost their sorry asses with the Heat. The Lakers and the Heat were on the same level on that fucking, I don't know if it was Yahoo Sports, ESPN.
No, you already know it's ESPN.
ESPN. They want so bad for the Lakers and Knicks to be good. They out here praying. They out here making a fake trade, talking about Bam and Jimmy for AD. They don't need your help. That's a bunch of grown ass people over there. That Jeannie Buss and the Rob Lowe looking motherfucker.
Why would Pat do that? What the hell is
He
that?
wouldn't.
They feel like their job is to fix the Lakers and Knicks.
And they mad. But wait, they mad that they didn't trade Russ for John Wall, give up the pick, take on more money. Y'all on food stamps. Listen, the Lakers are on food stamps over there. They can't be adding nobody else. They got to get their welfare check. Let's not act like they out there spending money like the Clippers. You ain't got Clippers money.
Well, also don't act like this is because of injuries. Right? I mean, maybe if AD weren't hurt as much, maybe you'd have a few more wins.
But we'll never
still
know.
Be floundering. This is a team that sucked purely because of roster construction. This is a team that was constructed because for someone that has no idea what is necessary to win games in the modern NBA. Right? I mean, this is like 10 years ago, this team would fuck. Okay, but that's not what's happening. It's so they're old and busted. Like that's not, you can't blame COVID and shit for this. Last year, even the Lakers, you could make an argument because they had the lack of rest, just like the Heat did. You know, I'm not gonna sit here and defend anything that has to do with fucking the LA Lakers because fuck them. Seriously, fuck them. I hate them, but. But we talked all last season, like there was no rest. There was like 72, 73 games or days in between the finals and the start of the season. Like last year was rough, but they had a chance. But you look at the Heat and you look at what they were able to do and make modifications to the team, and they've been a consistent 1 seed. Consistent 1 seed, and we haven't even seen them at true full strength. That's around the corner.
What the Heat didn't do was blame the shit that was working, and like the Lakers blamed Kuzma, Caruso, KCP, Montrezl Harrell. They blamed all these dudes for their shitty season last year, and they went out to fix it. They replaced all those guys,
awful
quality NBA players, with a bunch of old has-beens. They showed up the first day of the season on the TV that I pay money for with Kent Bazemore in the starting lineup. I pay money for cable. They showed up on my TV with Kent Bazemore and Avery Bradley in the starting lineup.
And at one point, them motherfuckers had LeBron, Kuzma, and Brandon Ingram on the same. And are here with Kent Bazemore,
Lonzo Ball,
and we're here with
no, don't need you.
Avery, goddamn.
They came in with Avery. Avery Bradley was bagging groceries for free the week before the season. For free. He just needed something to do, and they could pull him off the street and put him in the starting lineup. Stanley Johnson was out here landscaping, long sleeve overalls, coveralls, landscaping with a weed whacker, and came off the street with the hat. Came right in the starting lineup, and you gonna tell me they're gonna say
I'd rather have Kuz. I'd rather have Kuz over everybody you're naming, and I'm not a Kuz fan.
Now, legitimately, Lakers. I don't know. We have no Lakers fans here, obviously, because good.
I hope they come in.
But Lakers, if LeBron leaves, when LeBron leaves, because he ain't fucking staying, or he ain't sticking around. Yeah. When LeBron leaves, what the fuck are you left with? This legitimately could be the worst team that LeBron has left behind, and he's in Cleveland. He left some fucking stinkers. All right. Miami, he didn't. Miami actually did a pretty solid fucking job.
He left us in a bad shape, but
they were able to retool and get dry. It's the blood clots fucking did us in. I mean, we don't need to rehash that. But the Heat did all right, and look at that. We recently made the finals, and we're on our way to another. So like the Heat are in a good fucking spot. All right, so fuck LeBron.
By the time they get Bronny in that building, fucking Anthony Davis is just gonna be a torso, just flipping and flopping around all fucking day long.
He ain't gonna even be there at that point.
He gonna be None a torso of them will be with there. A unibrow. That's it.
He won't be there.
And some more about that bum ass coverage about that bum ass team, because I keep seeing shit. No more of this. LeBron needs help. This LeBron needs help. That he's choosing these fucking teams.
He picked that squad.
He picked the squad. Remember, they could have had Buddy Hield, who's balling in Indy, by the way. They could have had Buddy Hield. They changed their mind last minute because LeBron wanted fucking Russ for some reason. Now look, so get them off. I don't even watch TV, but get them off my fucking TV. Talk about a good team. Enough of this shit. Enough. Every day it's how do you fix the Lakers? Like Al said, how do you fix the Knicks? Because apparently the NBA is better when the Knicks are good. Like that's fucking happened in our lifetime. But anyway, get the Lakers out of my face, man. Their season's over.
Favorite.
LeBron's out of there.
The league is better when the Knicks are good. What evidence do you have of that? Like, what are we going back to 1998? Like, what are we doing with that? With that, the league is better when the Knicks are good. Where is this empirical evidence? Because the last time the Knicks were in the finals, I remember it was the lowest rated finals in NBA history. Nobody watched that shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like out here with Patrick Ewing's old decrepit knees and shit. Patrick Ewing was the only person to wear ice packs in game. They said, Pat, you gonna take them off? He said, nah, I need those.
No, I got it.
I got it.
Don't worry about me. Mind your business. We good over here.
Pat didn't even run back on defense. Just he said, I'm full-time offense.
That's half the league right now.
Cut over there and go back. No, you ain't. All right, pass the ball.
Just cherry picking his ass off.
Right out. All right, we out.
Stay on that baseline. Pop. Pop. All right, y'all got that. Y'all run. Oh, come on. You can stop that.
That's a bad closeout.
Damn, Mace ain't on the team no more. Shit, damn, Allen? Whatever the fuck his name is. Freewell? Who are these new motherfuckers? Anyway.
Feels good to win.
It really does. Like I said before,
this is the first time Miami's been over 20 games over 500 since the end of the 13-14 season. Which I feel makes complete sense. Like, duh.
Right.
But, like, because who else was doing it in that span? But
not Dion.
Hear it.
And again, you know, this
Johnson and them.
This next 3 or 4 game stretch is obviously not an easy stretch, but it also gets easier after that. So I mean, you know, that I think that difference is gonna grow. So yeah, this is a
well, and also the Heat. I think they said they had the 3rd best home record in the league. 20 games left, or now it's 19 games left. 13 of them at home. Like that's crazy. The Heat have the least amount of home games so far in the Eastern Conference. So you're going up against a Bulls team who already can't beat nobody worth a damn, right? The Bulls have 33 home games. We only have like 27 coming into the night. So not only can't they beat nobody, they've had the most home heavy schedule in the East so far. So I think, like to Brass's point, over the next 19 games, with 13 of them being at home, hopefully we see some separation. Where the Heat, you know, right now they're up 2 games on the Bulls. Apparently, everyone loves the Sixers now because they won 2 games against bad defenses. But this is the time when the Heat, with 13 home games left, can create some separation. And that's what you really got to be rooting for, because they've had a really tough schedule all season long, and they've been on the road a lot. And even now that they're at home, it's like 6 games in 7 nights or something fucking crazy like that. They are going to start, and we all see exposed teams play better after the All-Star break. So I think we got a lot of good shit to look forward to, and which will all feel a lot different if they lose the next game and Heat Twitter's on fire.
Yeah. Bing bong.
It's gonna be better than that. We talked about this already. Grove.
Doesn't need time to warm up that body. He can get that hand up and that wrist action going really well.